Hi, Tom Colby, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN, and welcome into another edition of Sports Class. And it's really an honor for me to be with the outstanding athletic director at Northview High School, Mr. Chris Irwin. Chris, you set something up here that was really unique for us, and we want to thank you for that. We got to talk to you had 5 young ladies that were stars here at Northview in basketball. All 5 of them are playing D1 basketball in the MAC, which I've been around sports for a long time. I've never seen that, and they were all fantastic. We got to interview them as a group and then separately. Have you, in your experience, ever seen that many of the ladies playing at a D1 level?
No, not at D1 level. I mean, obviously we send a number of kids each year, whether it's soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, onto the different levels to pursue their academic and athletic careers. But Division I from the same program definitely is something unique.
Chris, you guys do it so well here. I mean, you've always been so open to us at BCSN, and we thank you for that. I know sometimes, you're busy and you're always welcoming and always open, and we appreciate it. But there's a great balance here, I think, between academics and athletics. What's important, sometimes in sports people get it out of whack, and you've always done the job of keeping it in proportion. Yes, we want to excel in the courts and the field and all those things, but it's also important to us that you do well in the classroom. And I know that comes from the top, and I know that's your philosophy. Where did you develop that? Is that something you've always had, or did somebody influence you?
Well, going back to the comment of how many kids go on to play, maybe not D1, but smaller schools, it really hits home that you have to get it done in the classroom. A lot of those schools don't offer academic money when they get to the next level.
Right.
And so these kids, majority of our kids go into college, leaving here with academic credit, whether it's through honors, AP courses, taking courses post-secondary while they're in school. So their academics, I think, it just speaks to the whole community, Northview's community, that's what we really stress. The student comes before the athlete, the student athlete. So, we don't do, it's no special formula. These girls come from great families that obviously stress academics as well, and they're supportive. So it really makes my job easier to sell these kids on to the next level for at least smaller schools.
Well, and you're not a braggadocio guy, but I've been around the game long enough to know that the tempo is set from the principal and the AD and how you view athletics, and you've always had that balanced view that we're going to do it right in the classroom and we'll do it right in the courts and on the field. The winter sports, maybe give us a little overview of where we're at right now and how you see things.
Really competitive. Ladies had a little slow start. New coach, a little different system. Lost their first couple. They've ran off, I think, 6 in a row now, so they're on the right track. Boys, same, new coach, getting used to his program. Played some tough early games, come up short in the first couple, knocked off Perrysburg then.
It was a huge win.
Huge win. Tough game here last night. Whitmer hit a shot with 3 seconds to go to put them up. We missed the last second shot, but look for them to really compete for the NLL and hopefully do some damage in the state tournament. Hockey's going to be competitive. Wrestling, there's 40 kids out wrestling, swimming, diving. Our numbers are huge, so there's a lot of kids participating, and it's exciting. It's fed off of a really, really good fall here at Northview.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Chris, I don't think people really know how hard ADs work. I mean, I just can't. To me, you're in the building more than the coaches because you don't get a season off. When I coached football, okay, we were there, for the 4 months or whatever it is every night. But once the season was over, then we went home to our families. You're just going from the next season to the next season to the next season. Is that part of it that makes it such a? I know it's a great job that you appreciate because you do it so well. But is the time element? Is that the hardest part of it?
Sure. You have to have an understanding wife and family. They have kind of embraced this. My wife runs the clocks for basketball. My son, who's a junior here, he does that stuff for...
So it's totally a family deal for the Irwins.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, we may eat dinner here at the concession stand some nights, but it's definitely... I have a great support group at my home, so it makes it a lot easier.
My kids grew up around football when I was at St. John's Jesuit, and it's a great way for your kids to grow up. They meet great people. they learn great life lessons early from the athletes and the coaches. They couldn't be around better people. So, Chris, on behalf of Buckeye Cable and BCSN, I want to really thank you. You've always been a supporter of BCSN. You've always given us time. You've always been open to us, and we thank you so very much for that.
I appreciate you coming in and recognizing our girls and all you do for not just Northview, but all the high schools in the area.
Thanks, Chris. Take care. Have a nice holiday. Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.